Lynn and I saw wild pigs yesterday on the interstate as we were driving down to get here to this part of Georgia. And we're almost in Florida now, which is really cool. We'll be in Florida in just less than an hour now. We'll be to our next destination, but that's pretty cool just to get up, go for a walk. There's a pig. File this under the heading of not something you see every day. She's thinking, what in the world? Maggie, that's what we just had, Canadian bacon. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy.
So today we're headed to Fort Clinch State Park.
That's going to be fun.
But it will be fun. A lot of bike rides and walking trails.
We're going to be gone for approximately 3 months to 3 years. We're not really sure. That's the last reservation that we have for the entire time. Wow.
Wow. We'll work on that.
We need to work on that. Alrighty, here we go. Down the road we go.
I-95 South. Chapter 30.
It was literally a hop, skip, and jump from our last stop in Georgia, and we found ourselves back in sunny Florida. Hi there, we have a reservation in Riverside Campground.
Okay, so you're
Checking in. Thank you, sir. Fort Clinch State Park, Fernandina Beach, Florida. This is our real welcome to Florida. Awesome.
Of course, Maggie has to hang out the window, check it out.
Well, we're at the Fort Clinch State Park, ready to enjoy the park. If you look around, there's just a tree canopy everywhere. Got a nice little private site. And we're right across from the bathrooms. And the river is just over there. This is home for 3 days. So there's a reason we love coming to campgrounds like this. When we first drove to this spot and went for a hike, we knew we wanted to come back. And we knew we were coming back in January to head down to Florida. And we literally timed everything that we've done so far. The first pin that we put in the map was Fort Clinch State Park for 3 days and nights. And that's what we've done. This is what you can see. Debated going on a bicycle ride when we first arrived here, but Maggie was so attentive watching for Lynn to come back when she left for a few moments that we figure she wants to go with us. Maggie. You can't go, okay? It says no pets beyond there. I know. Mommy's going through there, isn't she?
Hey, Maggie.
We'll go on the road a ways and see.
Okay, all right.
How's that?
Sounds good.
Maggie's glad you're back. As our granddaughter Abby says all the time, I'm so happy. And we are. This is just heaven here. If we don't make it any further into Florida in this first 5 miles, we've still enjoyed it. But our goal is to make it to the southernmost point in Key West on the Atlantic side, and then to make it all the way to the Panhandle on the Gulf side, and then we'll make a decision as to what we do from there. Depends on how long it takes to get there, depends on how tired we are of the van and van life and each other, and I don't think we'll be tired of each other, but and I don't think we'll be tired of van life either, but a lot of things depend on that. That's kind of the plan.
Our plan is we have no plans. It's not going real good. There we go. Cool.
Welcome home. Crossroads seem to come and go. The gypsy flies from coast to coast, knowing many and loving none, bearing sorrow and having fun. Back home, he'll always run to sweet Melissa. Sweet Melissa. So we were just talking, other places that we've stayed, pretty nice, but a fella could get used to riding his bike for about 1/4 mile and walking on the beach like this.
Nobody's even on the beach.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. The only people on the beach are the seagulls.
We're not
And
really
us.
people.
They're not? Okay. So that's the Atlantic Ocean over there. We see the big ships coming in. There's a helicopter there and lots of markers. If you swing all the way back around, you have Amelia River. Train. And each car looks the same. They all look the same. No one knows the gypsy's name. No one hears his lonely sigh. There are no blankets where he lies, but in all his deepest dreams the gypsy flies back to sweet Melissa. Shuckers. Hey, I know you. Lynn and I love traveling for a lot of reasons. One of our favorite reasons, great seafood. Our view for dinner. What do you think, sweetheart?
Someday
There's Maggie
we'll be
and Mommy.
flipping through our old photographs, and by then you and me will be remembering the things that make us laugh. Oh, the memories we'll have when I'm with you. I know that you feel the same way too. Shows in every little thing you do. Nothing's better than when I'm with you. When I'm with you, I know that you feel the same way too. Shows in every little thing you do. Nothing's better than when I'm with you.
So that was another really good meal at Shuckers, Fernandina Beach, Florida. Here's the van. She's really happy sitting underneath palm trees, I've got to tell you that for sure.
Sweet love of mine, there's not a single thing that I wouldn't do. When I'm with you, I know that you feel the same way too. Shows in every little thing you do. Nothing's better.
Instead of going right back to our camping spot, we drove to the end of the jetty, sat there, and watched the boats go by. It was a peaceful, beautiful way to end a perfect day in paradise.
All I know is real when I'm with you.
So today we're going to walk around in the historic district of Amelia Island. You want to come join us?
Our lady.
And I can be a man, be big and tough for you, darling. That won't be enough. I would learn to move mountains, and I learned to park
about this
the
shop.
sea.
All I saw was shoes in the
Whatever
window.
you want,
Immediately
whatever
grabbed.
you need. You're the light in the tunnel when I'm feeling gray. You're the sun peeking through on that cold winter day. And if I could change a
So
thing,
what do you think of historic Amelia Island so far?
It's a beautiful place. It's some awesome shops.
Yeah. You still you're not carrying any bags. That's the thing about the van. If you buy something, you have to
Get rid of something, so
takes a trip to Goodwill to get rid of something so you've got room for something else.
That's for
You've
sure.
really got to like it a lot.
I love it. But they had some really nice stuff. And we went down one side. Now we're going to head back up the other side. Maybe look for something to
Snack
eat,
on?
Snack on.
Sounds good to me.
oh babe, I'm yours till the end of time. You're the light in the tunnel when I'm feeling gray. You're the sun peeking through on that cold winter day. And if I could change a thing, you know nothing would be changed. 'Cause I love you so, and I'm glad you came.
In Amelia Island, we found a little place called the Happy Tomato, and we are eating a small little lunch. Small. That's half a chicken. Lynn got chicken salad and fruit. Man. Maggie got a palm frond. We're all happy. So the meal of the Happy Tomato, from my perspective, was really, really good. I had really good chicken. Half of a chicken, and I'm very, very full and pretty happy. I think Lynn liked hers okay, but she wasn't moaning and groaning quite the way I was, so maybe she didn't like hers quite as good. What do you
I liked
think?
it. It was good. It was really
good?
good. Yeah.
It's a 5-star restaurant on Google rating. Not a 5-star like, not like, hey, you're real fancy schmancy, but Google ratings of 130 something ratings, and all of them 5-star. I think I would agree. That was a good meal. Happy Tomato, Amelia Island. Yep. It's not the easiest thing to have a pup dog. You just saw what Lynn or I have to do every time we go to the back and come back up. To be quite honest, she's the one that does most of that. My old bones, I don't know if I could do what she does there. So that Amelia Island, historic Amelia Island, that was awesome. That was a good little thing. We planned on spending 2 hours over here, and I think that's about what we did.
The Mr. Planner here, 2 hours.
But we left, we were leaving at 12 o'clock, and she said, we're going to go to Amelia Island, and we're going to grab something to eat, and then we're going to go see the lighthouse, and then we're going to come back and take a bike ride, and then we're going to go for a hike. And I had to put it all on the calendar to show her that we had time to do 2 of those things. Which 2 did she want to do? Decided on the lighthouse and Amelia Island.
Right.
But I bet if we get back anywhere close to daylight, she's going to want to go on a bike ride too.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I got
We're going to head to the
holes in my
lighthouse.
shoes,
Come along with us.
and I got dirt on my hands. But I'll take care of you better than any other man. I'll hold you until we all go.
So our campsite is under a canopy of live oak trees, and that in itself is really nice. But on a day that it's so sunny and beautiful, it's really nice here at this park to be able to just come down to a campers only area, park the van here, and just sit out beside of it with the water right in front of us and the sunshine. Lynn and I are loving that. Maggie, not so much. She's found some shade already. But this is another reason we love this park. Sometimes, if you sit still long enough, something spectacular happens, like this beautiful sunset.
Up in the morning, out on my job, will like the devil for my pay. But that lucky old son got nothing to do. He gonna roll around heaven all day. Fussing my woman, fussing my kids, work like the devil for my pay. But that lucky old son got nothing to do. He gonna roll around heaven all day. Lord, can't you hear me? I'm still crying. I got these teardrops in my eyes. soul to paradise. You know I said, show me the river, lead me across. Take all my worries all away. Yeah, for that lucky old son, he got nothing to do. He gonna roll around heaven all day.
So I bet that's who it's named after.
Duncan Lamont Clinch. We've been here for 3 days and we're now going to go visit the fort. We have an hour to ride our bikes back, visit the fort, and check out. Wonder if we'll make it.
Sit down here, sofa. Then he'll get out. The other guy will come over. There's pouring water.
It's part of the door.
Wow. The year is 1864. The door creaks. That's an awesome sound. I can use that for Halloween. Yeah, look at this. You're stepping into the past. The year is 1864. The Civil War is in progress. Ahead of you is a masonry fort. Pretty awesome.
The congressman in Georgia, Fort Clinch, was named for him in honor of his service to his country.
Oh. You've got one nice campground here in the state park, Mr. Clinch.
What's this?
Yeah, look, they roll the bridge up. That would be a major undertaking. And this thing would be fortified. Wowzers.
And all these streets can see you cry. It's one machine takes and hides. And all these streets can see you cry. It's one machine. It takes and hides.
Cross pieces here. This is the ammunition storage area right now.
Myself with this fighting on. I can leave you know. I've seen these streets take over here, and all these streets that see you cry.
So we've been here several times and we've never actually taken the tour of the fort. So we wanted to do that before we left. And it's awesome. It's a real interesting part of history. It only costs $2.50 a person to get in. It's definitely worth that much. So
The 250 is worth the view.
oh yeah, it's nice.
Look at the view.
Let's go see the rest of it.
Proverbial light at the end of the tunnel.
Live from the streets,
It seems like it's this thing that would make you it would make you feel really safe. And most of the time I think it would. But I've read stories of when forts get overrun, the actual fort itself becomes a wall that the soldiers and the innocents would get trapped in. So if you can imagine enemies coming over these walls, you either got to climb the wall to get out, or you got to have a place to hide, or you got to fight back. But you really got to bear up your back and take a stand. That was a really good experience.
It was.
Makes you appreciate history. And you know, when you're 20 years old, I don't think you really appreciate history. As you get older, you seem to appreciate it more and more. Lynn and I are at a place in our life where something like this that has been preserved for so long, it's just awe-inspiring to go up there and look and see what was actually here. So that was really worthwhile. You need more than 45 minutes to visit it though. We've got 15 minutes to ride back over to the campsite, put the bikes on the back of the camper, disconnect the power, and check out.
We can do it.
We better hurry. Let's go. One minute to spare. Ready to go somewhere else? Ready to go somewhere else? You are? Where do you want to go? Get in the van. There you go. All right. You ready? I think Cousin Eddie would be happy to have the view that I have today while I'm emptying our tanks. Hear the birds, hear the ocean, see the beach. Has to be the most picturesque dump station I've ever used. And the sticker takes its place on the van. Off to the next place. So I literally just walked in and turned in our camping pass. We got back in the van. We're sitting here and we're laughing at each other because I don't know which way to turn the steering wheel, left or right, whenever we leave this park. We literally...
We don't have anywhere to go.
We don't know where we're going.
Weird. We've talked a lot about going to the RV show in Tampa and keep talking ourselves into it, talking ourselves out of it, so who knows? We're one.
Let's go there.
Let's go there?
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
We're that close to it. It's an awesome show. We love being in RVs, and let's go there.
Okay, let's go.
You just saw us make a decision. Take a bet. What do you think? You think we're going to end up at the RV show?
No.
I don't either.